The head judge, which happened to be Steve Weinberg, sped up the comparisons during the finals so Martin wouldn't completely fall apart on stage because they didn't want Chris Bumstead to win the Prague Pro. You are watching Muscle Central. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, Chris Bumstead got robbed at the Prague Pro. That's what I'm hearing a lot of people saying right now. They're saying that Chris clearly won prejudging, and yes, Martin came back better in the finals. He started to fade, and what happened when he started to fade, the judges, the head judge, which happened to be Steve Weinberg, sped up the comparisons during the finals so Martin wouldn't completely fall apart on stage because they didn't want Chris Bumstead to win the Prague Pro. They didn't want classic physique competitor to beat an open bodybuilder, especially the fourth best bodybuilder in the world. Martin placed fourth at the Olympia. That makes him the fourth best bodybuilder on this planet. That's why Chris did not get the win. To think that they didn't want Chris to win for those reasons, Chris announced his retirement, but he did say that he wanted to do an open show before he completely walked away. The Prague Pro was that show. But maybe if he wins the show, you qualify for the Open Olympia. Maybe if he wins the show, we'll get him on the Open Olympia stage. I would think that the judges would be more inclined to want to get him on the Open Olympia stage rather than ensure that he doesn't. I thought that if the competition was close, if the judges saw it close, that they would probably lean towards Chris to try to encourage him to stick around just a little bit longer and jump on the open stage, the Mr. Olympia stage. It would be beneficial for them financially, for sure. It's not going to make a difference as far as attendance, because the Olympia sells out the venue wherever they are anyway. But we got pay-per-view, and was it $75, $100 a pop? Chris Bumstead has a tremendous following. I don't know how many millions of people. Chris Bumstead is a crossover. He crosses over into mainstream. I am 100% certain that Chris Bumstead, if you're able to get him on the Mr. Olympia stage, I differentiate when I say Mr. Olympia because that's the big boys. We get him on the Mr. Olympia stage, that I am certain is going to increase the pay-per-view sales dramatically. It's going to be a nice financial boost for the Olympia, just in those pay-per-view sales. You would think that they would want him on the stage rather than on the Mr. Olympia stage rather than not. So you would think that they would want him to win this Prague Pro. Now, I hear people also yelling about the scorecards, that Martin got straight first place in prejudging and straight first place in the finals. That indicates that Martin just walked away with the show. No, it doesn't. It could have been extremely close in the judges' eyes, but it just happened to lean towards Martin. It doesn't mean that it wasn't close. They're just leaning towards Martin, which gave him straight first place scores in the prejudging and in the finals. The idea that the fix was in, that they didn't want Chris Bumstead to win the Prague Pro because they didn't want him beating the fourth best bodybuilder in the world, was wouldn't look good for the open bodybuilders. No, they would want him. They would want to try to persuade him to go on the open Olympia stage, which will be much more beneficial to them financially. And if you want to go with this conspiracy theory, you're really questioning the integrity of the head judge, Steve Weinberger, which I wouldn't do. Okay, you can agree, disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.